After a few days off, active weather is back in the bluegrass. Coming up, I'll take you hour by hour and show you how long it should stick around.
Be careful on the roads. 2 people have been killed in 2 separate crashes today.
I'm Michelle Chamberlain at Kentucky Proud Incredible Food Show. I have plenty to show you from today's event, including an interview I had with celebrity chef Carla Hall.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
Say goodbye to that beautiful stretch of warm fall weather. You're watching WKYT on the CW Lexington. I'm Kristen Kennedy. We are tracking rain, wind, and a drop in temperatures. WKYT's Mike Linden is in first with an early look at the forecast.
That's right, Kristen. We are tracking pretty much it all here in the next several days, including a severe threat heading into the middle portion of the work week ahead. But even right now, we're dealing with active weather. Wet weather from the southwest toward the northeast, and there are more waves coming. If you plan on being outside in Fayette County here within the next half an hour or so, we are looking at yet another band of heavy rain right now sitting over the Versailles Road area and pushing eastward across the county. We take a wider look now at that moisture, and you can see more of it beginning to train its way in from the southwest. And if we take an even wider look, there's plenty more where that came from, as we have just hooked into this pipeline of moisture sitting over the Texas area, heading toward the northeast, right on into the Commonwealth as our evening rolls on. So, of course, the focus of the forecast will be all of this wet weather we're currently dealing with. But there's more on the way, especially so into the middle portion of the work week, where we could not only be looking at additional rounds of heavy rain, but potential wind gusts up near 50 miles per hour. I'll break it all down and take you hour by hour into the work week ahead, coming up.
This has been a deadly day on the roads. 2 people have died and several others are seriously injured. Crews had to shut down part of I-75 for hours this afternoon in Laurel County. And right now, emergency crews in central Kentucky are dealing with several crashes. WKYT's Garrett Weimer is taking a closer look at road conditions. He has our top story at 6.
The off and on rain and the wet conditions have created a lot of problems on the roadways today, including 2 deadly crashes, just a couple of counties and a couple of hours apart. One crash on 75 caused traffic problems all afternoon as crews worked to clean it up.
With a major interstate through our jurisdiction, we have seen some pretty bad accidents, but this ranks up there with one of the worst.
It happened around 11 o'clock just south of London. Police say the driver of a Shell tanker truck lost control, went off the road and up an embankment.
He apparently struck the tree as his final rest impact, and it's actually lodged inside the tractor of the truck itself.
Investigators say the driver was killed. He's been identified as 40-year-old Stanley Young from Owsley County. Just a couple of hours later on Kirksville Road in Garrett County, state police say a car hit another on the driver's side door. 2 people were taken to the hospital. Police say 1 person died, but the other should be okay. We're told both of those crashes are still under investigation at this time. On Interstate 75, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
The coroner hasn't yet released the name of the person killed in the Garrett County crash. 3 people are dead and 34 injured in a crash at a homecoming parade in Oklahoma. Witnesses say a car plowed into the crowd at Oklahoma State University in Stillwater this afternoon. Police arrested the driver, 25-year-old Adacia Chambers, and charged her with DUI. This happened just hours before their game against Kansas. OSU school leaders are contacting all families of the victims.
The Oklahoma State homecoming parade is probably one of the most wholesome, happy events in the country. And to have it fouled like this and these victims, it's terrible tragedy. We reach out and embrace the victims and their families.
The crowd observed a moment of silence at the football stadium. School leaders had considered postponing the game, but decided to play as scheduled and honor the victims. People in Mexico are cleaning up from Hurricane Patricia. She made landfall last night. Crews are now working to remove debris. They are dealing with mud in the streets and trees downed. Patricia is the strongest storm ever recorded in the Western Hemisphere. The Category 5 hurricane downgraded after landfall. It is now dumping rain over Mexico and moving toward the United States. The Wildcats are back on the road this weekend to take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Kickoff is in a little more than an hour, and Kentucky's hoping to make this its 5th win of the season. WKYT's Lee K. Howard is here with a preview of tonight's game.
Hey, Kristen, the Cats won their first road game of the season at South Carolina. Now they face a big test at Mississippi State tonight in the season. The Bulldogs are 5-2. Coach Dan Mullen has won 6 straight over Kentucky, and he's built a program that Kentucky would like to emulate.
Coach has done a great job of Coach Mullen of just building a program, you know, in recruiting and developing the guys that he has and keeping them in the program for a long time. And they have great size and great length and athleticism, and it's no mystery that they're winning a bunch of football games.
And coming up a little bit later in sports, we will hear again from Mark Stoops and hear what he has to say about his team going into that hostile environment in Starkville. Kristen?
Lee K., thank you. An early morning crash could have been a lot worse for a Scott County farmer. Ellen McDaniel says someone ran into her fence line on Lyle Road twice this morning. One of her horses in the field at the time escaped. WKYT's Hillary Thornton shows us how the actions of a good Samaritan saved McDaniel's horse.
Ellen McDaniel says around 3 o'clock Saturday morning, she woke up to her dogs barking and a few passersby honking their horns.
Yeah, you can see how far that one post, I guess he must have been dragging it.
Then making her way outside to find debris scattered throughout the field that is home to one of her 6 horses. The mess caused after someone drove through the fence and then took off from the crash.
When they came outside, they not only found this giant hole in their fence, but then just a few feet away, another hole where the driver made their way back onto the road.
I was looking at the one when, we came up in the dark with our flashlights, and then I was like, surely there's not another one over there. And then it's looked more closely, and you're like, oh, there are 2 holes.
The crash not only significantly damaging the fence, but also allowing McDaniel's horse Prince to make his way out onto Lyle Road.
Kind of rude to, somebody just leaves and the horse is out in the middle of the road like a big moose that could, wreck somebody else's car.
McDaniel says thankfully a couple folks driving through saw him in the roadway and stopped to help.
And she'd pulled her minivan across the road so that he couldn't go further back that way.
Luckily, McDaniel does not think the horse was hit, but did hurt his leg on one of the fence posts, now out in the middle of the field.
He was kind of limping at first, but it doesn't seem to be bothering him anymore.
In Scott County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
McDaniel said investigators found an abandoned pickup down the road. That pickup had white wooden fence debris in its grill. Well, food lovers visited Rupp Arena today for some tasty ideas for the kitchen. The annual Kentucky Proud Incredible Food Show featured cooking demonstrations, seminars, recipes, and taste testings.
WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is in Lexington talking to celebrity chef Carla Hall.
I live in Mirepoix, down your sexy carrots and onions too, celery.
There was plenty of entertainment at today's Kentucky Proud Incredible Food Show.
You like bourbon?
You could find cooking demonstrations, Kentucky products, and plenty of recipes.
This is my Aunt Jane's recipe, and it's all I've ever done.
And of course, there were plenty of unique local foods to try.
This is alpaca. Never tried it before. It's good.
That's Mike Linden using his culinary knowledge as a judge at today's show. And Barbara Bailey and Bill Bryant whipped up their favorite recipes in front of the crowd.
How am I doing?
Well, I said spread.
Well, I can't.
Some butter here.
The duo seminar, as well as the rest of the food show, was all about being Kentucky proud.
It's really all about the local vendors in our area, and it's great. It is great. It grows bigger and bigger every year.
Not only were there more than 150 vendors at this Kentucky Proud event, but also a special guest. Celebrity chef Carla Hall was at Rupp Arena giving a presentation.
All right, whenever I want some energy from you guys, I know what to say. Wildcats!
The Chew co-host's career took off after she became a fan favorite during her time on Top Chef All Stars.
I never dreamt of all of this, ever. I just wanted to be happy doing whatever I did.
Carla was in her happy place today, giving tips on how to cook with local Kentucky produce.
When you're doing a nice little dice, it says I care, right? You know, sometimes when people start cutting out like this, that will give you indigestion.
In Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
So how was that alpaca?
It was great. It really tasted better than some of the best steak I've ever had. And they cooked it on a salt block. It was awesome. It was a great time.
Any other unique foods you got to try?
Oh, man. I mean, there was so many. Tried my first ghost pepper. Maybe still sweating a little bit from that. Things were good, though.
Well,